do, we're crazy. And when I say crazy, I mean crazier than we already are. Because we're pretty freaking crazy. I mean, look around at some of these guys here. But Joe's a lifetimer, man. He's a guy that has to do this for a living. It's in him. Please, go ahead, clap. Mick Martin is a man that has to do this, and he will do it until he can't breathe anymore. Just like I will, just like Joe will, just like Aaron will, and Derek, and everybody else that's here. Pat, who introduced Derek. We have to do this. Dana, we have to do this, or we're crazy. Or crazier, okay? So, Joe has been doing this. Joe teaches. Me and Joe are also a product of Blues in the School. So you see these guys here. And there's nothing more I love more than to see these kids, like, there's just a second that they're there and you're teaching them, and it's just like, all of a sudden the light comes on, right? Right, Joe? The light comes on and they get it, they feel it, they have this moment where they get mad and they stand back and they play the part because they don't really want to, but because that's what they're supposed to do. And at some point in time, everybody else is doing the same thing, and the whole thing goes bam and rises. And the sum of the pair is much greater than two. It's like tenfold, okay? So when that happens, they go bing, and the light comes on, and and me and Joe look at him and go, oh my God, we did something here. We showed him the thing. So, I mean, teaching, playing, and just being a part of this world, Joe is the real deal right here. Joe can't do anything else but do this. Joe is not only a great musician, for Clint here, he's a great friend. He's my friend, and I love him, and this is Joe Lev, and he deserves every bit of this.
Thanks, Jimmy. Thanks for all the kind words and for 20 plus years of friendship and brotherhood. Because music, if you play music with people, you create this bond that is as close as blood. And these people are all my brothers and sisters. I got the music bug really early from my parents, who were a big part of the folk music scare of the late 50s, early 60s. And first in Chicago, then we moved to Sacramento in 1958. And my parents joined the newly formed Folk Music Society of Sacramento, which is a lot like the Blues Society. And pretty soon my dad was the treasurer, and he was writing record and concert reviews for their newsletter, and my mom was teaching guitar classes in our living room, and I just got under my skin. I just loved it. And then, at one point, my parents brought home this record on the Folkways label. It was Sonny Terry, Brownie McGee, Big Will Brinsley being interviewed by the great Studs Terkel, who was without compare as an interviewer. And Big Bill said, the blues is a natural fact that you live. And Studs goes, Charlie Parker said, if you don't live it, it won't come out of your horn. And I didn't know what it was, but I wanted it. And I've been chasing it my whole life. It's a real honor to be here amongst these great musicians who I consider my best friends in the world. I'm kind of speechless right now. If you know me, that doesn't happen very often. But yeah, I just got a bunch of people to thank as much as anything. My wonderful wife, TJ, who stuck through me with us for over 20 years, through the good times and the bad. We've had so much joy together, it just never ends. She's my cohort in creativity and will always be. The rest of my family, Lindsay's sitting there, and the rest of my family that couldn't be here. Dave Lynch in the Guitar Workshop for giving me a chance to learn the craft of teaching. Dave took a gamble on me because I don't have degrees, I don't have diplomas, I just have too much experience. And Dave said, well, I'll give you a try. He goes, just stay 2 pages ahead of him in the book, and you'll be okay. And I've been doing it now over 15 years at the Guitar Workshop, everybody. It's just right down the street, people. If you need guitars, repairs, or anything, go on. The Sacramento Blues Society, Sally Caton, Jimmy Rigo, and everybody. Marina and the Torch Club family for giving us a place where we got a chance to become who we are. Without the Torch Club, who knows how things would have played out for us. It's a place where we can play the music that we want and be appreciated. So many people to thank. I can't even remember everybody. But hey, I love you all, and thank you so much for this. Treasure it forever.